Example 5. Canada's food labeling laws requires all packaged food to display nutritional information. If we look at an example from granola cereal, the piece of the label with the nutrition information looks like this. The government has done many studies and they've made recommendations about how much of each of the main nutrients, being fat, carbohydrates, and protein, that you need to eat on a daily basis. So if we start picking out some of the information from this label, and again we're going to make a little bit of an organized list. Serving size is 58 grams. Calories per serving is 230 for just the cereal. Amount of the nutrient, and we're going to focus on the nutrient fat right now. 4 grams out of the 58 grams. And the percent of the daily value that this represents is what portion of your daily requirements are in one serving. So in this case, for the nutrient fat, it's 6% of the daily requirements. So the same data is provided if you use half a cup of milk with the cereal, and that is the second column here to the right. So the first question, how many grams of fiber are recommended per day? So the label tells us that cereal provides 4 grams of fiber, and fiber is right down here. And this is 16% of the recommended daily amount. So calculate how much fiber is recommended for the day. So we're going to organize the information in order to help us solve the problem. So cereal provides 16% out of the 100% of daily fiber, and cereal provides 4 grams out of the unknown amount of grams of daily fiber that they're recommending. So on inspection, no pattern is noticeable. 16 to 100, there's not a number that jumps out at us that we would need to multiply to get that. So we're going to use a proportion statement. So 16 compared to 100 is equal to 4 grams compared to the daily grams, and we've replaced the daily grams with the variable x. Cross multiply to get 16x is equal to 400. Divide to isolate x, and we get x is equal to 25. 400 divided by 16. So therefore, the recommended daily amount of fiber you should be getting in your diet is 25 grams. Question 2. The Heart and Stroke Foundation guideline states that food should contain less than 30% of its total energy as fat. So does this cereal meet that guideline? So hint, what percent of the serving is fat? We're going to use logical reasoning and we're going to kind of think backwards. So we know that 4 grams of fat is part of the serving of 58 grams. 4 grams of fat, serving of 58 grams. So to calculate the percent of fat in a serving, we can set up a fraction, convert it to a decimal, and then to a percent. So 4 grams out of the 58 grams. If we do 4 divided by 58, we get approximately 0.06897. We multiply by 100 to convert it to a percent, which is really just moving the decimal 2 places. So when we do that, we get 6.897, which is approximately 7 if we round to the nearest 1 or whole number. There's our 6. We look at the 8, which is greater than 5, so the 6 rounds up. So therefore, a serving of this cereal without milk has about 7% fat. So it's well within the Heart and Stroke's recommendation that it be less than 30% of the serving from fat.